What if I told you that the single most potent strategy for achieving literally anything you desire in this life has been staring you in the face day after day, yet you've probably overlooked it, dismissed it, or simply never realized its earth-shattering power? Imagine for a moment a key that unlocks every door, a code that cracks every safe, a principle so foundational that entire empires of success are built upon it. And what if I revealed that this isn't some complicated 1,000-step program or an exclusive secret reserved for the elite? No, this is something so astonishingly simple, so deceptively straightforward, that it's almost criminal you haven't been using it consciously, deliberately, every single day. Are you ready to stop wondering what if and start experiencing what is? Because the truth is, if you're not leveraging this one fundamental action, you are, without a doubt, leaving your biggest dreams on the table, watching others achieve what you could, and missing out on the life you were truly meant to live. The next few moments could redefine your entire future, but only if you're brave enough to embrace the simplicity of genius. The profound secret, the master key to unlocking everything you want, boils down to one single powerful word: ask. That's it. The end of the notes, the beginning of your new reality. Ask. If there's one singular art form in the vast tapestry of life that you absolutely must master to an exceptional degree, it's this: the art of asking. But what does it truly mean to ask? It's not merely about uttering a request. It's about first daring to define with crystal clarity, what do I truly want? This question alone is the starting pistol for a race towards your desires. The ancient, almost magical formula is staggering in its simplicity. Ask and you shall receive. Now, anyone with a desire for a better life, for more fulfillment, for greater achievement, really ought to stop and look deeply into that promise. You see, it's not enough to just be a good worker, diligently toiling away day after day. You must elevate yourself beyond that. You absolutely have to become a good asker. Being a good worker might earn you a living, but being a good asker can earn you a fortune, a legacy, a life beyond your wildest imaginings. Let's delve into 3 pivotal insights that illuminate why this simple act of asking is so profoundly effective, insights that can revolutionize your approach to achieving your goals. Firstly, understand that asking initiates a unique and powerful process, both mentally and emotionally. It's like flipping a switch or pushing a hidden button that sets an entire unseen machinery into motion. The exact mechanics of how it all works might remain a mystery, a complex interplay of focus, intention, universal laws, and psychological shifts. But the undeniable truth is, it works. You don't necessarily need to dissect the intricate workings of electricity to benefit from flipping a light switch. Similarly, you don't need a PhD in metaphysics to harness the power of asking. Some people spend their lives meticulously studying the roots of a tree, analyzing its every fiber, while others are joyfully picking and savoring its fruit. The question is, which end of that spectrum do you want to be on? Asking is, quite simply, the beginning of the receiving process. So why wait? Start the process now. Secondly, grasp this critical concept. Receiving is largely automatic. If you truly internalize this, a significant realization dawns. If receiving isn't the core challenge, then what is? The problem for so many boils down to a fundamental failure to ask. This oversight, this simple lack of asking, might just be one of your most significant yet easily correctable stumbling blocks. Take a moment for honest self-reflection. Are you like the person who exclaims, "Oh, now I see it. I got up every single day last year, worked my fingers to the bone, hit it hard, but I never once took the time to write down a single goal to clearly articulate what I was working towards"? That's the classic profile of a good, hard-working individual who is, unfortunately, a poor asker. This is a pattern you must consciously decide to change if you want different results. Thirdly, and this is liberating, there is plenty to go around. Success is not in short supply. It isn't some rationed commodity where you finally step up to the cosmic window only to be told, "Sorry, it's all gone for today." Absolutely not. The abundance available, whether it's opportunities, wealth, happiness, or success, is like a vast, limitless ocean. It's all there, stretching out further than the eye can see. Now, if this abundance is truly oceanic, why isn't everyone swimming in success? The problem often lies in the tools we bring to this ocean of plenty. Tragically, many people approach this magnificent, life-giving ocean with nothing more than a tiny teaspoon. Can you picture it? The sheer mismatch between the available resources and the minuscule capacity of their asking tool. The crucial shift then, in light of the sheer overwhelming size of the ocean of opportunity, is to trade in that teaspoon. At the very least, upgrade to a bucket. You'll not only gather more, but you'll also look far more serious and capable standing at the edge of that vast expanse. And perhaps even the kids won't make fun of your tiny instrument. Now that we understand the why, let's explore the how. There are two fundamental ways to ask, two pillars that support the bridge between your desires and their manifestation. And understanding these will effectively wrap up our insights into powerful goal setting. The first pillar is to ask with intelligence. Notice it doesn't just say, ask intelligently, though that is certainly implied. This is about being deliberate and articulate. You won't get very far by mumbling your desires or being vague about your intentions. Intelligent asking demands clarity and specificity. It means defining the parameters. How wide do you want it? How high? How soon do you need it? When? Precisely? What specific size? What exact color? How much? Down to the detail. You must meticulously define what you want and then describe it with such vividness that it feels almost tangible. When you do this, your goals transform into powerful magnets, exerting an irresistible pull on you, drawing you steadily in their direction. And the more clearly and precisely you describe them, the stronger that magnetic pull becomes. So, make your requests with sharpness, with detail, with undeniable intelligence. The second, equally crucial pillar is to ask with faith. This is where the inner child, the believer within you, comes into play. It's about cultivating an unwavering, almost childlike belief that you can and will receive what you are asking for. Think about a child asking for something they truly desire. There's often a pure, untainted conviction that it's possible. Adults, on the other hand, can be far too skeptical, too jaded by past disappointments, too quick to list all the reasons why something won't work. The truly powerful formula, therefore, beautifully combines these two elements. Make your plans with the strategic, detailed mind of an adult, but believe in those plans with the boundless, trusting heart of a child. When you marry intelligent, specific planning with innocent, unwavering faith, the most incredible, almost magical things will begin to unfold in your life. Don't just take my word for it. Put it to the test. I challenge you, just try this approach consistently and wholeheartedly for the next 90 days. Just try it. What have you got to lose? You can always revert to your old ways of doing things if it doesn't yield results, though I highly doubt you'll want to. Give it just 90 days, a mere season, to consciously, intelligently, and faithfully ask for what you want. The world doesn't just admire those who dream. The world stands in awe of the doers, and even more so, of the masterful askers who make their dreams a reality. Envision the profound shift that can occur within you and around you during this 90-day immersion into the art of asking. This isn't merely about ticking off a list of wants. It's about fundamentally rewiring your approach to life, transforming from a passive wisher into an active, empowered creator of your own circumstances. As you consistently practice defining what you desire with sharp intelligence and then backing those requests with unshakable, childlike faith, you'll begin to notice subtle, then significant changes. Opportunities that seemed hidden will suddenly appear. Resources you didn't know existed will become available. People who can help you will cross your path almost as if by magic. But it's not magic, it's the natural consequence of aligning your focused intention with the inherent abundance of the universe. This period is your training ground, your crucible, where you forge the habits and the mindset of someone who doesn't just dream about success, but confidently and consistently calls it forth. Imagine, just for a moment, the person you will be at the end of these 90 days, more confident, more focused, more attuned to the possibilities that surround you. The ripple effects will likely extend far beyond the specific goals you initially set. You might find your relationships improving as you become clearer in your communication, your well-being enhancing as you ask for what truly nourishes you, and your overall sense of purpose deepening as you realize your own power to shape your reality. This isn't about becoming a different person, but rather about becoming more fully the person you were always meant to be, unburdened by the hesitation and doubt that may have previously held you back. The beauty of this entire process lies in its accessible simplicity. It doesn't require years of study or expensive tools, only a willingness to clearly define, to boldly ask, and to faithfully believe. So don't let this insight simply be another interesting idea you encounter. Let it be the catalyst. The journey from where you are to where you want to be begins not with a giant leap, but with a single, well-articulated request. Start today, ask intelligently, ask with faith, and prepare to be astonished at what unfolds. Your most extraordinary life is not just waiting to be found, it's waiting to be asked for. This 90-day journey is also about dismantling the invisible fences that have kept you from asking boldly in the first place. Perhaps it's the lingering fear of hearing no, a word that many of us have been conditioned to dread as a form of rejection or failure. But in this new understanding, what if no isn't a full stop, but merely a detour, a signpost guiding you to refine your request, to seek a different avenue, or even to realize that a better alternative is waiting? What if the very act of asking, even if initially met with resistance, strengthens your resolve, clarifies your vision, and builds an inner resilience you never knew you possessed? Or maybe it's that subtle, insidious whisper of doubt, that old voice suggesting you're not truly deserving, or that your desires are too grand, too audacious. The consistent practice of asking with intelligent faith begins to silence that critical inner voice, replacing it with a quiet confidence, reminding you that the ocean of abundance doesn't play favorites or judge worthiness. Its vastness is equally available to all who dare to approach it with an open heart and something larger than a hesitant teaspoon. Furthermore, don't expect perfection from your very first attempts to consciously apply this principle. Your initial asks might feel a little awkward, perhaps a bit like learning the steps to a new dance. You might stumble, you might not get the rhythm right immediately, or your requests might lack the sharp clarity they will eventually possess. That's perfectly normal. It's part of the learning curve. The real key here is persistence and observation. Each time you consciously formulate a request, each time you vocalize a desire or write it down with focused intention, you are honing a profound skill. You are refining your ability to tune into the frequency of what you seek, becoming more adept at recognizing the subtle cues, the unexpected opportunities, the seemingly coincidental meetings, and the inspired ideas that are, in fact, the universe responding to your call. What once might have seemed like random chance or sheer luck will begin to reveal itself as a beautifully orchestrated series of answers and openings, often unfolding in ways more ingenious and delightful than you could have meticulously planned on your own. As you continue this practice beyond the initial 90 days, making it an integral part of your being, you'll find that asking evolves from a conscious technique into an intuitive way of navigating life. It becomes less about a specific formula and more about a state of confident expectation, an open dialogue with the world around you. You'll start to anticipate good things, not with a desperate hope, but with a calm assurance. You'll find yourself identifying your needs and desires more quickly and articulating them more effectively, not just for big life goals, but in everyday situations. This, in turn, minimizes frustration and maximizes your efficiency and joy. The world, in a sense, begins to feel like a collaborative partner rather than an indifferent or adversarial force. The feeling of being a victim of circumstance recedes, replaced by the empowering knowledge that you are an active participant, a co-creator of your experience. This deep-seated shift is the true treasure, the lasting reward for mastering the simple yet profoundly transformative art of asking. The life you've always suspected was possible is not just a distant dream. It's a conversation waiting to happen, and it all begins when you find your voice and dare to ask. Think also about the subtle yet powerful energy you begin to project into the world as you embody this principle of confident asking. It's not an energy of demanding entitlement, but rather one of clear-eyed purpose and open expectation. People are often drawn to individuals who know what they want and are unafraid to pursue it with integrity and belief. Your own clarity can inadvertently inspire those around you to examine their own unasked desires, to question their own self-imposed limitations. When they see you moving forward, manifesting your intentions, it can serve as a powerful living demonstration that such things are indeed possible, not just for a select few, but for anyone willing to engage with this fundamental law of life. You become a beacon, perhaps without even intending to, showing others that the world is far more responsive than they might have imagined, and that their own dreams are worthy of being voiced and pursued. Moreover, this art of asking isn't always about grand pronouncements or formal requests made to external authorities. Often, the most potent asking happens in the quiet of your own mind, in the consistent direction of your focus, in the unwavering belief you hold for a desired outcome. It's in the way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, the subtle yes you offer to opportunities that align with your desires, and the gentle no to distractions that don't. It's a continuous internal dialogue that shapes your energetic signature, and this signature, in turn, influences the experiences and people you attract. Consider, too, the specific and often vulnerable act of asking for help. For many, this is one of the most challenging forms of asking, laden with fears of appearing weak or being a burden. Yet, within the framework we're exploring, asking for assistance is simply another intelligent request, an acknowledgement that we are interconnected and that collaboration is often the fastest path to a goal. Mastering the art of asking naturally includes the wisdom to know when to seek support and the courage to articulate that need clearly and respectfully. This journey of becoming a master asker is also one of continuous learning and refinement. What you ask for today might evolve as you grow and gain more clarity about what truly matters to you. The way you ask will also become more nuanced, more attuned, as you gain experience and witness the myriad ways in which your requests are met. There will be moments of profound and immediate synchronicity that will leave you in awe, and there will be other times when the answer seems delayed or comes in an unexpected package, teaching you patience, flexibility, and a deeper trust in the process. Each experience, whether a swift yes or a perceived not yet, becomes a valuable lesson, polishing your understanding and strengthening your faith. It's a dynamic dance, not a static destination, and the joy is found as much in the ongoing discovery of how this universal principle works as it is in the attainment of specific desires. The true mastery lies not just in getting what you want, but in becoming the kind of person who knows how to align themselves with the flow of abundance, consistently and gracefully.